Hey, welcome back to Mr. Menta's ELL classroom. Today we're going to be talking about vowels. Okay, this is lesson 1 in our pretty long section on vowels, one of the most important kinds of letters. So, to complete this exercise, you should already know all the letters and all the sounds they make. Okay, you will need this worksheet. This worksheet, and this worksheet. Yeah. Okay? So, as always, you can print off those worksheets from the description in the YouTube video. So if you haven't printed them yet, pause the video now and go print off those worksheets so you can complete this exercise. Alright, you got the worksheets? Great. So, coming back to this one. So, here's that word I mentioned before. Vowels. Okay? Vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, and U. Each one of those letters is called a vowel. So an A is a vowel. An E is a vowel. These 5 letters are the most important letters in the English language. Almost every word has at least one of them, and usually each one will create a syllable. That's one sound in a word. Of course, as I often say, English breaks all its own rules, so there's tons of contradictions. But generally speaking, most of the time, you're going to have one of these letters in every word. Now, these letters are especially important because they can make 2 kinds of sounds. Most letters only make one sound, but all these letters can make 2 sounds. A long sound and a short sound, okay? That's what we call the 2 sounds it makes, the long sound and the short sound. Now, the short sound is the sound you're already used to saying, the one that we practiced in class. So A makes the ah sound, right? Ah is A's short sound. So the short vowel sound is ah, okay? But A also has another sound it makes. It makes the long sound. And the long sound is when A says its name. So the long sound is A, like the word say or may. All those are good words with a long A sound. So, A, E, I, O, U. Every one of these, short sound is the regular sound we practiced earlier in class. E for eh. Long sound is when it says its name, when it makes the E sound. Okay, like in the word me, you have a long E. Okay? So, that's a very important concept. Sorry if I'm spending too much time on it, but I want to make sure you know that. That's what that means when I say long E sound. It means a word where E says its name. Okay? Alright, so we're going to start out with a couple of quick reviews to make sure you know which letters are the vowels. The first thing you're going to do, circle every letter in here that's a vowel. And sometimes Y is considered a vowel. We're not going to get into that in this lesson. Just so you know, and some of you I've told this to, sometimes Y is considered a vowel. We will bring that up later. Sometimes Y acts like a vowel. But for now, we're just going to focus on the 5 vowels up here, okay? So circle every letter on here that's a vowel. Don't circle the Y's for now. And then down here, write all 5 vowels in these circles. Again, don't worry about the Y's for now, although we will come back to them later. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead. Pause the video now and fill out the worksheet. Okay? So you pause the video and do the work. I will wait here. Okay. Did you pause the video and fill out the worksheet? I hope you did. Okay, so answers should look like that. about as big as I can make that. Those are your vowels. Take a minute, look this over, make sure you didn't forget any. I want to make sure you can name every vowel like that, without even having to think about it. No, what letters are vowels? These letters are vowels. We should be sure we know that, okay? Because we're going to use a lot of that in the next worksheets and the next assignments. Okay, next. Let's take out our next page. Again, this one is pretty much the same thing. It says rescue the vowels. Just go through it again, circle the vowels. Pretty straightforward. Circle all the letters that are vowels. Do not circle the letters that are not vowels, okay? So, pretty much the same as the last one. Pause the video and work on the worksheet, all right? So pause the video now. All right, did you pause the video? Did you fill out the worksheet? Make sure you fill out every worksheet. This is practice, okay? We do this to help us remember. I have a purpose for here, okay? I have a plan. All right, so answers to that should look like this. Take a minute, check your work. Very important. Checking your work is about thinking about it another time. This is where a lot of the learning takes place. Okay. Now, last assignment of this video. Now we're going to move on to talking about short vowels. Okay. All right. So now we have a picture, and we've got two vowels, and we've got to decide which one is the short vowel sound. Which sound did we hear? Okay. So for number one, this is a picture of a web. So which one of these makes the sound in web? Web. Web. Eh, eh, eh. Which one of these letters makes the eh sound? That's right, the E. So circle the E, move on to the next one. We're thinking which one of these sounds can we hear when we say the word out loud? Go ahead and say the word. Listen to yourself say it, okay? Don't go too fast. Really try to think about it and see if you can get it on the first try, okay? Okay. Pause the video now and work on the worksheet. Okay, did you pause it? Did you work on the worksheet? Good. Okay, so now the answers, and again, I want to pause a minute here and say, I hope you don't just skip to the answers when you watch these. The whole point of this is to have some practice that you can do at home. You're not really going to learn much if you skip to the answers. I don't understand why anyone would want to watch the video if they're just going to skip to the answers. If you're going to watch the video, you may as well do it right and learn something from it. Okay, so here we go. Yes, our answers. Sorry about that. Alright, I'll zoom it in a little bit. Okay, so this is a cap. Remember? Cap. Ah. Mug. And I hope you notice these are the same words that we've been using in all the other worksheets in class that came before this lesson. Okay? So hopefully you remember a lot of these words because you've seen them before. Cow. Ah. Cat. Ah. Pin. I. Log. Ah. Sun. Pen. Pig. Alright, how'd you do? Starting to get warmed up? Remember, every lesson builds on top of the lesson before it. So this is going to get more challenging and more difficult as we combine the ideas. Good job on the first video. I'll see you on the next one.